Welcome back to the podcast where guys ages from 14 to 27 can ask us, a 16 and 17-year-old who have never dated in their lives,
and a 2-year-old.
dating and advice questions.
Yes.
Featuring Emma and Caleb.
Oh, also, you guys kind of suck at letting us know, like, what you thought of the last podcast.
I know!
So do
There's,
so,
like,
please.
no
hey,
feedback.
I'm being dead serious, too. I know you guys exist. You're out there because you guys beg us to upload stuff, so tell us what you think about it.
Yeah.
Don't comment on the video, comment
I'm
on
looking
Discord.
at you, Rio, Wammy, Slapborg, Hudson.
She's looking at a tree branch.
Squiddy. What everyone who is in the server.
Squiddy?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's Squiddy, Squidtastic.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, so starting off with the first question. Slotboard asks, at one point in our relationship, is it acceptable to put my Minecraft bed next to hers?
Oh man, I'm a heathen. I've done that. I've put my Minecraft bed next to multiple guys.
Oh. Oh.
I think, like, when I first got
That
Minecraft.
was a joke.
But it's true. When I first got Minecraft, I was playing with Brick Crazy, Rio, and Toast, and we had one room that we all had our beds in.
And you all shared one bed?
No!
Caleb lived together for like...
Yeah, that's a thing! You guys literally lived together!
You guys did?
No, it was just like for like a little bit.
It was actually my house though. I built the house. She just was like,
Rented.
this is a nice house.
Anyway,
and then started using my bed.
You had two!
Okay. So, did we answer the question by saying we're heathens? And
Yeah, apparently we have nothing against it, so...
Alright. Rio asks, how does Haley have her life all together and how did she do it?
Oh, bro, I don't. That's a good question. But I really don't. I promise you. I'd like more. I'd like you to elaborate more on how you think, or like examples of why it looks like I have my life together, because I really don't.
Like if she does.
Yeah,
it,
there's
I
no
don't.
way. There's no way I do. Come back over here.
I mean,
Emma.
you do seem like much more stable of a person than a lot of people. So.
Fake it till you make it. That's my motto.
Hello, where did you
Oh my
find
goodness!
this?
It's a grasshopper. It's a grasshopper.
Rips antenna off.
No.
Okay, fine.
Where did you find
Wammy
the
asks, would you still accept me even if I cried during Wreck-It Ralph?
But where did
Wait,
it?
what?
But where
Oh,
I'm trying
did
to remember.
you find it?
Yeah,
It's on my computer.
I don't know. Probably.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's very
What's wrong with
moving moment at the end where she like can't get through, and then
Yeah, it's
you
okay
know.
to cry at things.
yeah.
I mean, be a man. Suck
Caleb
it
cries in
up.
movies he
If
shouldn't
you
cry
ever
in.
feel any emotion, just
You can't even doubt it.
so yeah, she'll probably still accept you if you cry at Wreck-It Ralph. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If she doesn't, that's kind of dumb. Like, would you judge
You twist
someone
it
that
and then-
hard just for crying at a movie? I don't know.
Too much work.
Probably not.
All right. Oh, Rio says optimism, pessimism, or sadism. Which is more hot? Okay, actually, I think it
I'm a middle
it totally
grounder.
depends on the girl. I feel like people need to compliment each other in how they are. So, if you've got a really optimistic girl, you know, she could have a really pessimistic guy. And then it like complements and and vice versa. So look at your girl. Is she pessimistic? I don't even know about
your girl.
Look at your girl.
Look at your girl. Is she pessimistic? Be optimistic, and she'll think it's hot. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, because I've seen couples where they're both like the happiest people on the planet, and that's those couples that you like feel like vomiting when you see.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, there's nothing. Yeah, there's
somehow
nothing
it
wrong
works.
with it. Yeah,
With just like really happy people.
yeah.
Barf.
Yeah, there needs to be a balance. Like, you don't want, but I mean, yeah. And I don't even know. Don't be sadism. Don't be sadistic. Just don't. No.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Just
Hit you with a stick.
Did you say be autistic?
I said I'll hit you with a stick.
Oh.
Alright.
listen, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong on purpose because I know it peeves you. So, Orion peeves.
Oh.
Alright.
Orion asks, should I save watching Wreck-It Ralph with a woman for marriage? It depends.
Where are you watching it?
Depends
What
on if
time
you're watching
are you
the movie
watching-
or not.
Yeah, exactly.
I
What
guess in
role
that
is
case
this
it
play-
doesn't really matter the movie.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yes,
Want
save
to
it
come
for
to my
marriage.
house at 1 in the morning and watch a Wreck-It Ralph?
Oh.
Definitely not.
Oh.
I wasn't asking
That's
you.
a nope.
Yeah.
That's a nope.
Okay. I'm moving on. Okay. Whammy says, would she think it's weird that I play Bed Wars in Minecraft?
No, I do it.
Yeah, I play Bed Wars in Minecraft.
Who, if they think it's weird, they're not the right girl for you.
Yeah, if you don't, get yourself a girl who plays Bed Wars in Minecraft with you.
You just told him to marry you.
No!
But actually, you know what? Here's the thing. You can change her mind, and I say this
Yeah,
because
think
I
many
used to be a
girls.
Minecraft hater, believe it or not.
Wow, me
And now
too.
I enjoy Minecraft for the most part. Sometimes it gets really stressful and I feel like giving up. If I ever get my computer to work again, then yeah, I'll play.
Phone just got a
Bed
big
Wars with
notification.
people. But yeah, I used to hate Minecraft. So, if she doesn't like Minecraft, then talk
Bed
her into
Wars in
playing
Minecraft
it.
is like the best, most wholesome video game, and every girl knows that
I don't
her
like that game, though.
her dude is gonna play
Batman
video
Arkham
games.
Knight is the most wholesome game.
No,
Okay.
it's definitely.
They're doing the
Serena?
podcast.
It was your
Serena?
That's not Serena.
I'm Haley.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, Serena. I'm Haley. Yeah. Yeah. You're cute, Emma.
Caleb asks, should I propose to my crush now or wait a few years to build up the relationship and start dating first? I think now would be a better idea, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're wrong. You're dumb. Can we, you know the answer. You're not that stupid.
I think I am.
I think you should do it.
Be careful, Haley. Caleb, what is he doing? What sound is he doing? Okay.
Oh!
Alright. Whammy asks, when should I update my Facebook status to in a relationship with ...
I think you should do it before you even get a girlfriend.
That's what I did once.
Dude.
You gotta show them that when you meet someone new, you gotta show them that although you have a girlfriend, they're more important than your current girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't.
No.
That right there is how you get another girl. Or get a girl, sorry,
That's
because
the
the first one's fake.
That's the kind of thing that
Yeah.
is not cool.
Yeah, don't do that. No, but really, I don't do any updating until you're married, because that's just who cares? Who cares?
Engagement.
It's just sure, you can say engaged.
It's like when people go on to Instagram and they put a lock and then a heart on their bio.
Yeah, it's just why? Don't bother.
Don't do it in a weird way.
Yeah, don't
Say,
do it as
it's fine to-
ooh, the world revolves around us. Look at us, we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
But
Bragging about.
yeah.
Just put on there. Figure out some little way to put on
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so
that
if he
you're
does,
dating.
then when?
If you use your social media a lot and you don't want, if people are hitting on you that much to where you have to put it in your bio, congrats. 'Cause
yeah. Only do it when you're really, really seriously in a relationship. The people around you are oh yeah, they're probably gonna get married, Then you can say, okay, you're in a relationship on Facebook. I don't know.
You're in a relationship on Facebook.
Oh no.
Alright, Whammy asks, should I try to influence her into becoming a full-time brick filmer like I am? I hate to break it to you, but if you're going to be a full-time brick filmer, she definitely cannot, because somebody has to provide for the family. Because that is not gonna make you any money, good sir.
Yes. That's true.
Yeah.
No, don't try to make someone share your hobbies.
No, you know what? I say do it. Threaten her. Tell
Don't
her.
make her.
Get married
It'd
to
be
her
cool to
first,
be
and then
like,
say,
"Hey."
"I'm gonna divorce
No.
you,"
No,
or unless you become a full-time brick filmer.
no, it would be cool to like get them into brick filming.
Yeah,
not-
get her into brick filming.
Full time.
Like, try, but don't don't try
No,
to make her
full-time.
gun
It's your
ho
only
about
job.
it.
It's both your guys' only jobs. You
like it would
wait
be
to
cool
tell
to
her
do
that you're a
stuff
brick
together.
filmer until
Yeah.
you get married. Then when you get married, you hold the gun to her head and you're like, either
Oh, no.
either you become a full-time brick filmer or we get a divorce.
With a gun.
With a gun.
What's the point of the
Until
gun?
death do us part.
If you leave,
To
I'll
shoot
you.
her if she picks neither.
Oh, okay, I don't like this. I
Just
want
be
to.
like,
This makes
well,
me uncomfortable.
But no,
no,
someone
no,
has
no,
to
no.
be the
Shh,
breadwinner.
wait. Shh, shh. Oh, and then if they say they want just divorce, be like, well, and if they're like, divorce, then
Then be like,
they'd be like, well, if you divorce me, then it will be a sin for me to marry someone else. So.
and it's just a sin in itself to divorce.
No, that's why you cheat on
no,
them first.
not all. Oh wait.
And then
In
you
that
get a
situation.
divorce.
Oh no! Oh no!
No.
That's worse.
This conversation got
Commit
out of hand.
adultery in order to avoid committing adultery.
Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah. Okay. Awesome Pants asks, is it appropriate to use
Wait, hold on. How rude.
Is it appropriate to use the envelopes where we're supposed to send encouraging notes to send thinly veiled love letters? Thinly veiled love
Finley.
letters.
That's a cute dog name, Finley.
Finley, yeah.
I want chicken
What
strips.
is this?
It depends on the type of love letter.
random.
Only
still want chicken
wholesome
strips.
love letters allowed. If it's unwholesome, then no, get out. Don't do that.
Technically, if you write it with love, it's a love letter, so you could
Huh.
send or write her anything,
Yeah.
like a tractor manual that you wrote out by hand. It could be a love letter.
Has someone done that to you before?
No.
Have you done that to someone else before?
Yes. Just kidding.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that
sure.
now.
I don't know.
You can send her the tractor manual that you hand wrote out along with her favorite toenail clippers.
Yep.
Oh.
Wait, her favorite. Did you steal her favorite toenail clippers just to give them back?
No, buy her a new pair.
Uh,
Girls, their toenails always growing super fast. She's probably gonna need more. Alright. Awesome Pants asked, how many milliseconds after the end of a summer camp should I propose?
how old are you?
No, I
What
think
summer
that's
camp?
I think that's funny
He's
that
18.
he's bringing up the summer camp topic because it's amazing how like summer camps it's like a switch goes off in your brain and you go from like normal life to I have 3 days to find somebody and start a relationship with them before we go home and things go back to normal.
You know what? Everyone is like that.
And then yeah, it is. It's like that just
And then they start making
Yeah,
out.
Guys,
and
are
I'm
you
like,
guys confessing
No.
Stop.
to something?
No.
No.
If you haven't had this happen to you, then who are you? Because it's
I've
a bunch
never
of
been to
it's a
summer
bunch of teenagers gathered together at a camp. Like what else
Yeah.
do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is everyone always waits
That's
till
actually
like
never happened to
the
me.
last day or like the last night to do something about it. What happens is they end up like, oh my gosh, everyone's like worshiping, the lights are off, everyone's crying and so emotional. Let me just walk up and just like go pray for her. Let me ask her, and then I can have my hand on her shoulder while I'm praying for her. And then she'll be like, oh my gosh, I love you, I want to marry you.
Haley, what?
And then you
is
propose. That's actually how
Who
things
did
are,
that?
though. I should put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, because it's a thing that happens for
I know
sure.
it's a thing that happens. It's never happened to me.
It happens.
This is why I
It's the
can't
summer
go.
camp vibes, church camp vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, don't propose, please, to anyone.
No, I say do it.
Haley's a bad influence.
Throw all rational thoughts out the window. Just do it.
Just do it. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Imagine actually doing that in real life. Like,
SW
actually.
asks,
That would be
are
funny.
boys being picky if they have an ideal type of girlfriend? Like, they only like ponytails or blonde hair or smart girls, for example?
Excuse me, ponytails. You can put your hair in a ponytail very easily. Oh, that girl has her hair down. Nope. Girl walks up to you. Hey, I think you're cute. Do you want to go to my Bible study with me tomorrow?
Nope, your hair's
Sorry,
not in a
your
ponytail.
hair's not in a ponytail. Definitely not. Get away from me. Get behind me, Satan.
It's fine to have an ideal type. Just
I think everyone
that shouldn't
kind of
be,
does. but-
Yeah, everyone has an ideal type, but that shouldn't.
Except I don't know. I just don't care. I just want someone that's...
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you should care more about, like,
Well, I do.
Don't-
Like, I have some ideals, but they're not... I don't have physical ideals.
yeah.
I just
mean,
don't. It's
Yeah.
just
but
like
I mean, of
all
course, there are
mental
people that you are
ideals and
going to
stuff.
be more attracted to than
Yeah,
others. So,
I guess.
but I mean, I get what you're saying. You're not putting that on a list as like, oh, whoever I date has
Physical
to be this.
stuff is
As
the
long as
last
they're
thing
not,
I
like, not
care
super
about.
ugly
Yeah.
and disgust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Or like
Personality
really,
definitely
really
matters
gross.
more than physical stuff, but that's from
I
a
mean, like,
girl's
you know.
perspective. Like
Yeah.
girls, that's generally what girls think.
I think guys
Um,
are more
they
about
search,
looks
they
than
see a girl
girls
and like,
are.
ooh, I like.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely girls out there that, I mean, are
Are
just
very
like,
vain.
very like,
Yeah.
visual, but I feel like guys are
Yeah.
more like that than girls are.
Yeah.
And it's not bad because you can have
Yeah.
like good intentions. You
Mhm.
just have like
Yeah.
a more solidified
Uh-huh.
idea of what you're looking for, which
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Just don't like be harshing on people's mellow about it.
Ow.
Like,
What?
what? You haven't heard that saying?
No?
No, I haven't.
No. Don't be super picky. Like hair and stuff. That can be. It's
Because you can like that, but don't make that something that's so important that you don't date someone because of that, even if they
Right,
have a good
there's just
personality.
stupid little things.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, when you are...
It's the kind of stuff that makes girls insecure, honestly. When guys are like super picky or like tell them
Maybe.
like, oh, I don't like this or like this better or
Yeah.
like it's just it just builds up all these different things of like
Yeah.
what girls think they should be or have to be in order for a guy to like them.
Yeah.
So if you have ideals like that, just keep them to yourself. Don't tell anybody about it.
Yeah.
Don't tell a
And the
girl.
thing is
I'd
when
rather you
you-
have a ponytail than your hair down.
Yeah. And when you're with someone for a while, like the more you get to know someone, the more that their looks don't matter to you. Like you don't look at your mom
That's
and dad
true.
and be like, ugh, my parents are ugly.
That's
You
not
know?
Well,
Just
that depends.
Okay, I mean sometimes you do, but like if you really love them, you're not gonna look at that and be like, ew, disgusted by them. And if you have siblings who aren't the best looking, you're not. If you really love them, you're not gonna be like, ew, that's disgusting.
Swear, both my siblings are gonna look way more attractive than me. I guarantee
well, then they're
it.
gonna be pretty attractive.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so like if
I
you're
was gonna say,
married
I
to
agree, but that'd be
someone or
weird.
in a relationship with someone and you really love them, their looks aren't gonna matter to you because, I mean,
Unless they're
Cute
so
screaming child
in the
ugly and
background.
disgusting.
if you're
and they
in
look
a
gross
committed
and they're, like, dirty.
relationship, her looks ain't gonna last. Like, that's gonna go away after a while, you know, so you can't.
Elena just dooming everyone. Should I get married? Should I not? I'm gonna be stuck with an old hag.
I mean, you gotta be prepared.
All the guys are like, yeah, never mind. I don't need this podcast because I'm not getting married.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's your.
Just be
Is
one
it
of
my
those-
turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Wammy says, when I vlog our honeymoon, or where should we go? Don't. Excuse me.
Don't do that. That's disgusting. Nobody
gonna do
wants
that.
to see newlyweds being all newlyweddy.
That sounded so weird. I don't think he's talking about that guy.
Oh no!
Calm down.
I'm not talking about that either. Oh, boy.
Calm down.
No, not definitely don't do that. But like no, even disregarding that. Is disregarding a word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, I don't know. Don't. That's still newlyweds being newlyweddy. That's still
Yeah, like being all
like ooh, I love
Ew.
you.
all that icky stuff.
Disgusting. Love. Gross. Yeah. What was the question though?
What was the question now?
So our newlyweds are like I've said this.
Where should we go?
Said this to Elena and Caleb already, but not you guys. I almost feel like newlyweds are like worse than like dating couples.
Oh yeah. Have you seen my brother who just got married?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Because they're married,
Yeah,
so
she
like
looked at them
so
and
like
was
they're
like-
allowed. It's like they're allowed to be
to
like
do
that.
Yeah.
So then they just kind of like
they go
Blech.
go.
they do it everywhere, and it's gross.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Okay. Before we get too deep into this. Okay. SW asks Ant. Is it wise to date a girl who is being hunted down by the Chinese government? No, that's not wise. No,
I think it is.
Do not do that. Although it depends on.
it's pulling a Jason Bourne but reversed.
Yeah. I don't know. If you are Jason Bourne, then you could do it. You could do it pretty well. But yeah, SW, I wouldn't do that. If if she's like what?
I haven't heard you make that sound before.
Oh.
It's a new sound to add to
I'll make it a lot in the future.
Elena noises.
Yeah.
You putting
Yeah,
grass
if she's
in
like
the
the
cup?
only girl you
I know.
know and the only girl you ever
could've
will
gotten a
know,
refill
then
on
yeah,
that.
date her. But if she's
could've.
like, there's
It's fine, I
other
can
fish
pick
in the
another one.
sea. There's other fish in the sea that you can date who are not being hunted by the government. So, yeah.
Okay, Wammy asks, should I still ask her out if her birthday is October 31st or Friday the 13th? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If it's October 31st, that gives a nice distraction from, like, if you're not okay. Judging by this, it sounds like you're.
Bro,
think
free
something's wrong with
candy
it.
on your birthday!
Yeah, and it offers a distraction from really what the holiday is about if that bothers you.
Satan.
And if her birthday is on the 13th, not every year it's gonna be on Friday. Like, goodness gracious.
My brother was born August 13th on a Friday.
Wow.
Dude,
Literally a double spawn. Okay.
Wammy shouldn't date your brother.
That's gross.
Oh, I
Guys, for reference, my brother is 4.
That's gross anyway, even if he's not 4.
I know.
That's-
It's a
That's-
little 4-year-old boy.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I
Oh,
didn't
boy.
think about that.
Yeah, still date her. Don't care about that superficial stuff.
I'm gonna have,
You're
like, grass
weird
marks
for
on my
caring about
knees.
superficial things. Don't. You have the power of Jesus by your side. You don't need to care. You don't need to worry. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I know all of the goofy questions are all in one. So then all of the
You're
serious
young.
questions are gonna be at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Rio asks, should I date online? And if so, is the show... Whoa.
What?
What? Did I say something bad?
No.
Okay. I just read it and I got shocked. Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Should I date online? And if so, is a shirtless pic okay if it's not a shoulder shower pic?
Yes.
No, and no.
Why would you
Yes.
want? Okay, hold on. Here's the real question. Why would you want to post a shirtless picture?
Yeah, especially you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm mean.
Has he sent you one?
No,
Then
but
how
did you
did-
see his April 1st video where he went shirtless?
No.
Well, kind of. He put duct tape rolls in a towel. No, Rio, don't do that. That's creepy. Ugh. Okay.
Whammy asks, what is more important than Lailey's dating advice podcast? Nothing, except for Jesus.
Exactly. Jesus and God. The Holy
Hey.
Trinity. The Holy Trinity is
You
the
only
only
said
thing.
2.
Squidtastic Videos asks, how many girls does it take to change a light bulb?
Wait, I had a joke for this. Oh, none, because
Mommy
that's the
said
guy's
they're
job. The
good.
girls work in the
Mommy
kitchen.
said
Ah, yes,
they're
exactly.
good, so we can eat them.
Cool.
I like
If
lemon.
not my favorite.
I like pineapple,
Yeah?
Me too.
and it's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought bananas were your favorite.
All of them are my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
Except for like the cantaloupe, and it's not your favorite.
No, cantaloupe is probably my favorite. Okay, next question. Awesome Pants asks, oh, I have to sing this.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
I have to, hold on.
Why do you have to sing it? You're not a good singer.
Whoa.
I know I'm not. They need to know it as well, though. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, oh wait, sorry. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on?
That was really good. I don't know the song very well, but so I can sing along to it.
That was
but that was
Awesome
good.
Pants' question.
Don't get high.
You can do the next one because that wasn't on.
Slotborg asks, there's this girl at my church who's really nice and cute, but I don't consider myself a Christian. Is it wrong for a Christian?
I liked that music.
Thank you. To date a non-Christian. And if I felt adamant about this question.
Yeah.
And what if she approaches me, unlikely but possible, she doesn't know that I am not a Christian, how do I tell her that? Okay, so.
I have no problem with you, but she shouldn't.
Yeah. For your sake, it's
supposed to wipe
not
your
wrong.
hands in the
Well,
It's not
Yeah.
wrong
Don't
to have.
I
It's
would
like-
say
It's just
don't do it, because you're not.
the thing is
Really?
you don't want to.
And I don't mean this as like a thing against you, but she is not going to benefit from that relationship. But what I meant to say is I kind of failed at my job here because I was going to like look up Bible verses and stuff and like actually get into this the right way, because it's like a solid question. But I would definitely encourage you to, I mean, you go to a church. I don't know if it's, those are pretty. I don't know if it's a church that you're getting anything out of. I don't know if you're serious about being there. But I would seriously encourage you to like try to soak in as much as you can and consider Christianity. It's not just something pray for sure, and we can be praying for you because that's a mega cool thing. You're on a server with a bunch of Christians who care about you and want to support you and help you. So like seriously consider it. It's the best decision you could ever make, like ever.
Strawberries.
And like there's nothing better than like having someone that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're going through, is always going to be there for you no matter what. And that's God, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I would say focus on that before even considering dating. A lot of times, like, I don't know where she's at in her relationship. She could be one of those people who I would say are lukewarm. That's another verse I wanted to bring up because there's a specific verse I'm thinking of. I just can't remember it right now. But it talks about being a lukewarm Christian. And in that case, it might seem more like she's not than that she actually is. She just considers herself one. And in that case, I would say that she has a lot of work to do herself before getting into a relationship. And so just in general, there's a lot of like self-reflection and working on that needs to be done before getting into a relationship like that.
Yeah. It sounds like you don't really know her, though. It's fine to be friends with her because, like, as a Christian, I want to suggest to you to have more Christian friends.
For sure.
So don't let this scare you away from
But
being
also
friends with
make
her.
sure
But
that it's
don't,
the right people, because, like...
Yeah. Just don't
What are you
want a relationship with her right now, because that is probably, if she is really Christian, she's probably, when I say really Christian, like really,
Like a solid...
yeah, very passionate about her faith. She's probably not going to want a relationship with someone who doesn't share that with her.
Dude.
Because a big thing about
5-second rule. Hurry, quick.
a big thing about relationships between Christians is that it's built on God. God is the foundation, and when someone isn't a believer, God can't be the foundation. That God can't be the cornerstone of your relationship. So, yeah, it's okay. Maybe seek her as a friend, but don't see her as only relationship material.
But, like, make sure that... I don't know, just because she's a Christian, that doesn't mean that she's, like, a good influence. But, like, make sure that she's not one of those people that's gonna, like, encourage bad behavior. And if you're hanging out with her, a lot of times we're warned to get into relationships like that where one person is a Christian, one person isn't, because more often than not, it ends up going the other way, and the person who's a Christian ends up bending backwards and doing things against what they believe in order to accommodate the other person.
Yeah.
Do you say that's what we're born to do?
No, and they end up kind of like falling out of their faith a little bit because they at that point care for the other person and stuff. But it's a lot easier to fall away from your faith than for the other person to pick it up. I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's why I encourage you to look into becoming a Christian and stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah, then pray about it, dude, and we'll be praying for you too.
Yeah, definitely will be praying. Rizwan's stance says, Gideon says, am I just too funny or does the girl like me?
You're not funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like you in what sense? Like as a person? As a comedian?
We kind of already covered this. Girls laugh whether they think you're funny or like you or not, so.
Yeah.
Because
I
they're
don't
like,
think you-
oh no, why is he talking to me?
True!
I mean, Elena does that. I like talk back to people and then I try to avoid them.
I talk back, but I definitely do the nervous laughter thing.
when that dude was just like speaking bad English and you were like, bro, what are you? What are you?
What are you?
And then he hugged you.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
No, I did not do that!
Next question! Austin Pan says, in context of some of my previous questions, should I deck my second cousin? He did also body slam my head into the hard floor a week ago, and it still hurts a bit. Although technically it was sort of my fault since I tackled him upside down and he couldn't help falling on me. I don't
How's this
have
context for other
I don't have a strong relationship with my cousins. I don't really know any of my, like, I know some of my cousins, but like they're all older and stuff. Go for it.
No, oh my goodness.
do it.
No, do not. The thing
I
about
can't tell if this is a loving relationship or not. Like a love punch, or like it's seriously like I
Yeah.
want to punch you.
Yeah,
I wanna
but
punch
the
you.
thing is, if it's really like you seriously want to deck him, don't. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
don't do it.
matter.
It was like,
It doesn't
haha,
matter
funny, punch you in the
how
face, knock you
unfair
out,
they're
and do
being,
it.
how
But it was-
like the thing is, you don't reciprocate violence for violence. I
think
mean,
you
that's
do.
just not the sort of thing. I mean, unless you're just defending yourself.
Pull a Jesus
that's
and turn
not-
the other cheek, my bro.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. No one looks at that and goes, "Ah, yes, wise choice." You know,
I do.
that's just gonna.
You're not gonna
Caleb-
feel better afterwards either.
Yeah, it's just gonna lead to more strife, and it's not good for you.
Miss?
I will be
Making
very.
noise now.
I
you just
will.
laugh.
I will be very disappointed in you if you decide to deck your cousin because of that. Like,
I'm
don't.
so sorry, listeners, for all of this noise.
What are they doing?
Things are happening.
Okay. Caleb asks, what
Wait,
if I
wait.
have a girl that has a boyfriend and she still low-key stalked me for a few months and then slapped me in the face and said
Oh,
that she
man.
hated me because I wouldn't date her, and then the next week she started making out with with some other dude at church, and now I haven't seen her in months, but every time she gets access to her phone, she texts me saying that she misses me so much.
Next time you see
Every
her,
time she gets
stab her.
access?
Next time you see her, stab her.
Oh.
No!
Oh, thank you.
Oh man.
It's gonna get chicken strips.
Stay away from alleyways. Yeah, that's a big red flag. That's a big no-no. Stay away. That's a run far and fast.
Bro, she started it. Slap her back.
I would, but
Yeah.
that's not
But you
very cool.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
How do I prevent my heart from being hardened toward all humans because they're all trash people and the world's going to pop? Probably literally, but also it's an expression. It's a good question that I don't really know the answer to. I find it a lot easier to just kind of like to block people, not like block people out, but just kind of like write people off automatically
Haley
because
isn't
they don't
hot.
seem like a person I want to be around. And I guess I have to just like work on not doing that.
Yeah.
I
it's
joke
hard.
around about this stuff a lot. I'm not like serious about it 100%.
Yeah, just be careful with who you surround yourself with. If who you're surrounding yourself with really discourages you, then stop. I know it's hard to find people that are encouraging, and sometimes it's hard to find people at all. But when the time comes that you are more social and see more people, try to surround yourself with people who don't get you down in the dumps.
That's good. That's good advice.
All right, Rio says, are straight men responsible for every problem women have, like Twitter would... There's no grammar here. I can't read. Yes, what? This is a problem. What? What the heck is this? Okay, are straight men responsible for every problem women have? I have a problem with reading this, and you're a straight man who wrote it, so yes, no.
like
women
asking
have like Twitter.
Those girls
would
that
have me
blame
believe-
guys for all
I
problems.
get. I was just not reading it right. There actually is grammar.
Yeah. I understood it when I read it. I was just
Okay.
gonna let her struggle.
Oh my goodness, thanks. Feeling the love. All right. Are straight men responsible for every problem women have, like Twitter would have me believe, or are women just plain victim in order to shirk responsibility for their own actions? Definitely the latter, and Twitter is a dumpster fire, and it's totally the latter. That is...
It's so much easier to break up with someone and then say everything was their fault than to actually
Yeah.
take
And like the
responsibility
next
for
thing
stuff.
that Rio says is a screenshot. Why do men be sad over relationships they ruined? That is so dumb. Because like a man is gonna be like, oh, I want to ruin this relationship. Like,
I don't know, because some people are just self-destructive.
yeah, it's not like any guy.
And then
Is going
afterwards
to-
they're like, crap, why
Oh
did
no.
I do that?
Trust me, there are good women out there who are rational and don't
there's
think
not.
like. Anyway.
You guys didn't see the looks we just gave Kaylee.
Yeah, straight men are cool. I like them. Okay, let's move.
I like straight men too. Accidentally ate a piece of cheese with mold on it. Will I die?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like.
Isn't
sorry.
that what blue cheese is?
Yeah.
You ate blue cheese, you will die.
And cottage cheese.
Okay.
Cottage cheese is good. If that's gonna kill you, then I should have
Cottage
a
cheese?
long time ago.
Okay. Awesome Pants asks,
Hey, Emma.
is inviting her over to watch Killer Bean Forever and eat baked beans and root beer floats a good baked beans and root beer floats a good romantic dinner date?
Yes.
Sure. Why not? If that's her cup of
And
tea.
watch what?
Killer Bean Forever. I don't know.
Baked beans.
Yeah. Baked beans. You had me at baked beans, man. That's a good idea. Do
Why
it.
are you eating beans on a date? That's like
She's
going to
gonna-
Taco Bell. Actually,
She's gonna leave and not.
I would still want to go to Taco Bell.
Oh.
You better end the date quick or eat the baked beans at the end of the date.
Yeah.
Before you leave, let's eat some beans.
Before you leave, let's eat some beans.
That's like saying a prayer. If someone leaves, like before you leave, let's pray. Before you leave, let's eat some beans.
No, just as she's walking in the door, before you leave, let's eat some beans.
Schooltastic Videos asks, is it romantic to flirt and cling? Oh,
And
cling
cling
on.
on.
It's
Mhm.
like that, the clicking language, right?
It's the Star Trek, the Klingon people, they're aliens, and they're like
No, it's not.
I
Stop
guess
doing
if
it.
she speaks it too.
Oh.
Please do not have that as an
Oh
opening
man,
flirt.
Caleb's question.
My question, what is
Yeah.
it?
Can a girl be older than a guy? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure, definitely. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
If Emma, no, don't do that.
Wait, no, you have to click on it. Hold on.
No.
Well, yeah,
can't
that's
read
what
it.
we were talking about. In a relationship.
Oh, and in
Oh,
general.
and in general.
And in general.
Yeah, in general, probably. I think so.
Yeah.
In a relationship,
Yeah, definitely.
Sure,
I
I
mean,
think I'm
I
older than my
know
mom, though.
I know tons of couples who the girl is older, and it's completely fine. I mean, like me personally, I don't think that I would ever want a guy who's younger than me. Like, but also that's just like where I am right now. Like, as in the teenage
Right,
years,
like
if
right
the
now.
guys
I'm
are
gonna-
already more like immature than girls are. Like, just because that's biology, they're a little bit
What
less
if they're 20 years
mature.
older than me?
Even then, that's
3 years older?
20.
Oh,
not
that's
okay.
a little bit.
that's not okay.
No, but like, can it work? Yes, it definitely can. Will it
20
always
years?
be? No.
Ew, I just realized how old 20 is. I mean, 20 years.
Yeah. So yeah,
36-year-old.
definitely. If a girl's older than you, I mean, don't let it be excessively older than you. But if she's a little older than you, that's completely fine. Like, as long as you guys can get along well and you see each other as peers, that's fine.
That's a funny word. I don't know
My
why.
stance on the question. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it if you guys are both like adults and like
Yeah.
once you guys are in like the same stages in life, then I
Yeah,
don't see it as a
yeah.
problem because you don't want to be like for right now like a 19-year-old to date like a 17 and a 16-year-old,
Yeah.
like a girl 19-year-old to date like a
Yeah.
guy
like that
like
sort
that.
of, yeah, that
That's,
can lead to really weird
'cause-
things. going
Well,
on.
because you're in completely
advantages,
different stages in life, whether you think so or not. There's just different things that you're going
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Life is like secret lives of pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this ties into the next question, which comes
Life
from
is like
Slotboard.
Secret Life of Pets.
How big can the age gap be before it's weird? Which I actually really like this question because, okay, it's completely subjective. It really depends.
40 years
on,
can be fine.
Oh my goodness.
Are you okay?
It depends on like what stage. Like, okay, like let's say there's a 3-year age gap. Let's say guy's older. Okay, so a 13-year-old girl dating
no.
a 16-year-old guy, that's not okay. That is icky, no, stop that. But like a 27-year-old girl dating a 30-year-old guy, it's like whatever. So it's like,
That's normal.
yeah, so it's completely...
What's the biggest age gap?
Oh.
If the guy was older, what's the biggest age gap you would say is okay?
For me personally
47.
or just in general?
Just in general, like, what's your cutoff point? How many years?
Okay, I texted.
In my opinion, like,
She's leaving.
it should, like, 5-ish.
I
5
think I'm
to
supposed
5
5 or
years.
6.
Also, like, I don't know.
Like,
You change things sometimes.
the thing is, in my family,
Yeah.
that's
I
how-
would would call it at like 6-ish.
Yeah, like, thing is,
Oh,
in my
thank you.
family,
Mom, how
The
much older is Dad than you?
it's 6 years, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it's 7.
He was born in October of 76 and I'm February of 83. So I think he's 6.5, right?
Haley thinks it's weird.
No, I don't. I never
You
said it
just
was
said-
weird.
Yes, you
No, I
did.
don't.
She thinks it's weird.
I never said it was
It
weird.
would totally
He's
be
lying
weird.
to
It
you.
was. It would be
He's lying
weird
to
if
you.
we were together when we were younger. But I was.
He's lying to you. 6
we didn't
years
even
is
start
not that
being
bad.
Friends
It's
until
weird
I
when
was
it's like
almost 19.
13 years and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's when it's
Which I
getting a
have.
little weird.
My cousin, I think there is a 13-year difference, but she didn't even meet him until she was like 21.
Right, like if you're both adults, you're in like the same.
Yeah.
Once you're past like growing up,
Yeah. If it's like.
And you're
somebody who's in
living
their
the same
teens and
life.
somebody who is.
yeah, that's kind of icky.
Yeah.
30s, that's
Wait, a teenager and someone in their 40s.
weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. So yeah, it depends on the stages they are in life, and it also depends on like how mature is one person and how like mature is the other, and like it really depends on a lot of things, and yeah, the younger you are, the bigger age gaps are. There should be a percentage. Like I feel like there would be a percentage
For what?
for like how much older someone can be than you, because then that would be consistent.
There's a way to there's like numbers to calculate it, but I don't really care.
Because like if you're in
I
your
think it also
teens,
depends
like
on the
1
people.
years.
Because you guys
Yeah,
could
it
both
does.
be.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think that like in
Hey, open your
general,
mouth.
like in my family, I see like everyone has age gaps are like 5 years. And, yeah, it totally depends.
Isaac.
He's looking at
Would
me
you
like,
marry
please
Haley?
no.
I feel like it really doesn't matter. It's to each their own. Like there's not
No, because there's pedophiles that would prefer that.
Okay, that
I don't know.
that's true. Okay, as long as everyone is over
He also
18,
never told me what
to
time.
each their own.
That sarcastic guy asks, is it bad to date the first woman you see because you've lived your whole life as a sheltered wild man away from any kind of society and didn't even know what a girl is? Depends on how old the girl is.
Yeah.
Because you could see a child.
But how does he know that's a child?
He doesn't. Your mom's gonna come out here and be upset that we wasted all your food.
Yeah, that's too outrageous of a question. I can't answer. It's okay. Whatever. Oh, we've got questions from you. Should I?
No, they're not from me.
Oh, okay.
They're from the other chat. I don't remember who said them.
Okay. So someone said, should I propose my crush now? I think I've waited long enough. Crush?
Was that me?
Probably was you.
It probably was.
It probably was you.
Sounds like something I would say.
No.
Do it.
Yes, do it. Another person asks, at what point do you give up? Never give up. That's the thing. I can't. I really don't ever give up. Unless you're like, yeah, don't ever give up.
Oh, that almost got
Give
my
up on
eye.
what, though? What were you giving up on? On, like, relationships?
Life.
You're like, when you die. When you die, you may give up.
How to make Minecraft in real life.
What?
I'm skipping that question. I don't understand it.
Neither do I.
If one of you guys asks a Minecraft question, re-ask it, but explain what you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Elaborate.
Spudson asks, so we're in her parents' garage. It's like the third date, and it's only after.
Our parents?
Hold up.
Is that what he said?
No, I read it wrong. You shouldn't be laughing at this.
Why?
Why? You're too young.
Does Isaac, do you know what incest is?
No, but I probably know what it is.
Well, like,
He
it's
knows what
just
it
like
is, but he
family
doesn't know.
family members marrying each other.
Oh.
Marrying each other.
Marrying each other. Doing marriage things.
So we're in her parents' garage. It's like the third date, and it's only after 5 games that I realize she's a pool shark, and now I owe her $8,000. Should I sell my car? Sell your car. Give her the money.
just marry her, and then your money will be her money will be your money. Your money will
Sell
be
your
her
car.
money.
Give her the money. Let her drive to Mexico with it, and then
Let her die.
let her take all your money. That's what I say.
Why? Is it you?
No. Ew, no.
Ew.
Well,
Wait, that's not what I mean, but like, no.
Ew. Austin pants.
No, it was
This is not
Spud.
awesome pants.
It's not?
No.
I thought
No,
it was
Spud.
Austin pants.
That's not what I
Spud.
meant. I'm sorry. I didn't. That's just a word that falls out of my mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, stop.
Caleb!
Oh my goodness! You got tomato seed in her glasses.
Oh!
Oh, Haley!
Got in your eye?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't try to get in your eye.
Caleb, go sit in the corner somewhere.
Are we okay though?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just have to get tomato juice off of my eyeball. Bruh, the tomato hit my glasses and it splattered everywhere.
Oh, that's terrible. Squidtastic Videos says, is Nerf War a good, in parentheses, first date? Yes! Heck yeah!
It is for sure.
Yes, that is like the best first, that's like the best first date. Ooh. Yeah, do that. Unless she's like very disabled physically.
Ooh, and it's just you shooting her. She rolls up in her wheelchair and you jump out of the bushes 6 a.m. and start shooting her with the Nerf gun. Happy first date.
No! That's awful. But yeah, that's a good first date, I think, and just date in general. Don't make it be every date, but yeah. A girl should always be down for that.
I'm down for a Nerf gun war every day.
Yeah. Every day?
Every day.
Oh, every date, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You
the other
keep pretty much
question.
telling these people to date you.
You're gonna have to go inside. Okay, should we read it or should we just talk about it? Because everyone read it.
Maybe we should just talk about it.
Okay, Slot's other question.
So, the thing is, this is very much like this is really an addiction.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't that
that's.
what he said?
No, he just
Oh.
said that it's like impossible to resist the urge. And that's really what an addiction is.
Who
And
said
an
habits?
addiction. What?
He said a habit.
Yeah, but that's not a habit. That's an addiction. And really what's going on in your brain when you have an addiction is certain things you do release lots of feel-good hormones, and then your brain it really likes those, and so it wants you to do it more, and the more you do it, the more your brain thinks that you need to do it. Like, your brain is wired eventually it's wired to think that it will die without it. Like, that's how addictions are formed. Like,
Yeah, Lainey
So-
coming in with the science here. Is that
yeah,
what-
so because that's I just
I
want to
have-
make sure like you understand this is
I have some
it's
pointers I want to hit.
yeah, but it's really an addiction. So I am looking at this like, of course there are multiple levels going on here, but it's straight off the bat, this is an addiction. And literally anything can be an addiction. You know, when you hear addiction, you think of drugs and that stuff, but anything can be an
I like
addiction.
drugs.
Yeah.
So that's what this is right off the bat. I'm just saying that. Which is why the urge is so hard to resist. Like, your brain thinks it can't function without doing this because it's addicted, basically.
Well, I think just right off the bat, by you bringing it up and like asking us about it, like, you feel, I'm assuming you feel that it's wrong, and like you asked like, how do I make it stop? So like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's on you to stop.
Yeah.
But you are asking and like telling people about it because you
It's-
feel that it's wrong and you want it to stop. And this kind of goes along with the other question and what we said. With a lot of stuff like that, it's like very hard. It's one of like the hardest things to stop. This is also why I'm like encouraging you to check out Christianity, because there's so much more
Yeah.
security and like comfort you can
Yeah.
get when like struggling with stuff.
Thing is, I know that maybe you don't feel like this is true. I know you've heard the verse, everything is possible with God, but that is really meaning like doing things on your own strength is going to be so hard, and it's going to be a very difficult road. And it's when you hear everything is possible with God, that means like nothing is possible without God. Like you can
Don't
try.
see this as an opportunity don't see this as, don't see, being a Christian as something, like, don't see it as work that you have to do, see it as an opportunity that you're missing out on, because that's honestly what it is.
And being a Christian isn't going to solve all your
Oh,
problems.
no, definitely not. If
It's
anything, it makes
just-
stuff harder.
Yeah, it makes life harder because of how the world will treat you. But as far as dealing with personal struggles and that sort of thing, it makes life so much easier. Like, personally, I don't know where I'd be without God. Like, I think I
know where I'd probably be. It's not good. I don't like to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like, for the past while, like, the only reason I say, like, oh, yes, I want to live, and, like, I mean, I love life, but the only, like, I would just be confused all the time and super depressed because I wouldn't know what I'm doing, and, like, I know that, like, I feel like I am nothing without God, and I can't do anything without God, and God is the only thing that makes me keep going and gives me hope, and I have such confidence. I mean, I am full of hope. I love life. I am very passionate, and I don't really struggle with that, but that's only because of God. Anyway, that's kind of a sidetrack, but like that's something that Christianity can and will give you. It can help a lot. It can help with addictions and things that you want to stop doing because you can't do things on your own strength. We're not the people you should be asking. Like, I mean, asking this much, I think that's fine, and I think it's good. It's a good first step, but you need to reach out more.
Acknowledging that it's a problem is the first step.
and it's a
Like,
very good
literally,
first
you
step,
hear that
yeah.
from everybody, but like, acknowledging yourself that it's a problem and like having that want to stop is the very like first thing.
Yeah,
You
so
do.
you're heading in a right direction, but I heavily, heavily, heavily encourage you to reach out to people. I know it's probably going to be really hard to reach out, but you need to.
There's
like,
a
I'm
lot
not-
of people that are
You-
people that are better equipped to help you with this than we are.
Yeah, I mean, I have no experience in dealing with this. I'm looking at it as like an addiction, like I said. And with that sort of thing, I know that God helps, and
It
I'd
takes
say
a lot
whenever
of
you have
your
an
own
urge,
strength,
I know
though.
it does take it takes willingness.
Like, a lot.
It takes willingness, but that's where getting strength from God comes in.
Like, kind of also, I touched a little tiny bit on it in this last podcast, our third one that we released just today. But you don't want to leave those doors open to, let's say the bad things or things that you're trying to avoid or get rid of, eliminate from your life. So if you have to, this is going to seem super drastic, but literally get rid of anything, delete anything, turn off your phone,
Really get rid of
get rid of literally everything around you that could, because
Yeah.
you
need to
can't
cut that off. You
can't just like rely on your own ability to say
Mhm.
no, because that's
Yeah.
not enough. You need to completely get rid of it, so that temptation isn't there.
Yeah.
Because if you
I mean-
have easy access to stuff,
Yeah.
that's just waiting for yourself to trip
Yeah.
up.
And even if you do try to get rid of it, there's still going to be a huge temptation. And I don't know if this actually works. I would suggest get something to do whenever you have the thought,
Right.
whenever you have the urge.
Find something else to do.
Immediately say, okay, I'm going to go do this instead. Immediately. Don't
I mean,
sit there
you
and
can't-
ponder. Just go and do something else.
You can't shoot a gun without bullets,
Yeah.
so take the bullets away.
Yeah, but yeah,
And
I
it's
think
gonna
where you-
suck if you're super attached to stuff, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's hard. And the thing is that it is an addiction.
But
So
you
your
have to do
brain,
it.
you have to wean yourself off of it and it's going to be really dark. You're going to go through a really dark time because what your brain feels like it needs it. It's deep, like.
But that's where God comes into play in this situation.
Yeah. But without that, what's going on in like your actual brain, the actual chemicals that's happening, or that every time you do it, you're getting that feel-good chemicals, and your brain is relying on that, and it's without that, it's not producing as much feel-good chemicals, and it also thinks that it needs it, and everything in your being is going to tell you that you need to do it. You need to do it because that's just what's happening, and it's terrible to deal with, and it's hard, but you have to just say no in every way you can. And I know you're saying that it's so hard, and yeah, it is, but get rid of everything you can that is giving you these urges, and get something else to do whenever you have the thought, and just run away from it, and it's going to suck. But that's where you need God, you need prayer. I mean, I'll be praying for you. I think a lot of us will be praying for you, that this will be an easy journey for you. I mean, definitely from here on, just run away from it and seek advice from older people.
Yeah,
people
don't
who,
expect yourself to be able to do it on
dealing
your own.
with, yeah,
Find
that's
help.
not, yeah. The thing is, relying on your own strength, you need to be willing, and you need to put your strength into it, but sometimes your own strength is just not enough. And so you need to reach out to people who actually know how to deal with this. Reach out to your elders. Reach out to people who are Christian and have, faith in God, because the world, I'm pretty sure what you're talking about, the world doesn't care. The world is not going to tell you that it's wrong.
To them.
Yeah, they don't care. And so if you ask someone who's not a Christian what you can do, they'll be like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. And
it's encouraged.
It's encouraged, and that's you know that it's wrong. You want to stop. Reach out to people, even if right now you don't agree with the Christian beliefs, you don't agree with everything they're doing. Reach out to them, because they are the best people to help you get through this right now. But that's as much as I can say. I don't have experience in this. I'm not the person that you should be asking. I mean, I can't say any more than this, and neither can Haley. And
it's always good to ask for prayer and stuff
yeah,
from people.
do
So
ask prayer, but
don't let this discourage you and stuff.
Yeah.
We're just
just
straight up not the people to talk about this, because we're not.
We're not going to be able to help you very much at all, and it's not. I don't think it's very appropriate for you to seek any more help from us. So, yeah, please seek help from. I mean, I know you're not going to want to, but please seek help from older people who have better experience in dealing with this and knows what to do and can help you and can understand better what you're going through. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your situation at all or not, but a lot of times people will feel like the stuff they've done in their life is too much for God to deal with, and he won't accept them, or he doesn't want to, because they're just too far gone. But that's never the case.
Never, ever.
So don't
Really.
let that be your motive for not pursuing Christianity or God, because he literally wants
to
anyone
help you.
and everyone.
He loves you. Okay,
There's no problem.
There's no
that's
one
too
who
big.
loves you more than God loves you. He created you, and he created you for a reason, and he loves you. He has a plan. He has a wonderful plan for your life, and he wants to help you. He wants to be there. He wants to He wants you to look to him when you're in trouble. He wants you to look to him when you're ashamed.
He wants you to come to you with stuff like this.
He has that power, and it's just I don't even know. I mean, I do know, but I don't know how to say it. I can't emphasize it enough.
There's
and
the biggest weight lifted off your shoulder when you finally put your trust in God.
Yeah.
And just having that relief.
He won't
that
ever
no
drop
matter,
you. He will never ever drop you.
He's
if
not
you
like a
rely on
person that
him.
just writes you off after
Yeah.
you wrong them.
Yeah. So I know that you don't consider yourself a Christian, but I don't want you to forget this, that God is there. Even if you're doubtful, even if you're just really unsure, he is still there. He doesn't go away when you're unsure about things, when you're unsure about him. He is still there. Of course, there will be better results when you are really faithful and put all your trust in him, because you're giving the control of the situation over to him, and he knows best, and he will, take good control of it. But even just a little bit, even if you give him a little bit of room to work in a situation, he will take it miles that you could never do with your own strength.
I literally just encourage you to pray about it and see what happens. Don't let that be the only thing you do, but I think that should be your first step, is praying about it.
Everything that we've said, I think you need to start doing right away. Because the thing is,
you recognize that it's a problem, and you're not going to want to change things. You're not going to. There's going to be times.
The sooner you try to change, the easier it will be, even if it's already really hard.
It's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all, but it'll be harder as time goes on, and I'm sure you're already aware of how hard it is right now. And the thing is, it is something that you need to change.
That's the hardest part of addiction, is getting over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there will be days where you, that's the last thing you want to think about, and you want to, avoid it as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And then there will be days where, that's, all that you can think about.
And you can't really stop yourself from doing it. It's just so hard. But yeah, I'll be praying for you, and I really, truly believe that you can get through this. I believe that prayer will help, and I believe that God will help you through this. If you're willing. If you're willing, then it can happen.
Yeah.
But really, I'm glad that you're recognizing the problem.
Yeah.
And so I'm proud of you for that, and I encourage you to go further in getting help.
I think that's a solid ending question.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for asking these questions. And please continue to ask questions. And have a good week, everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Please come back. Awesome.